Guan Yu, courtesy name Yan changed, was a general serving under the warlord Liu Bei in the late Eastern Han Dynasty. He played a significant role in the civil war that led to the collapse of the dynasty and the establishment of the state of Shu Han, founded by Liu Bei, in the Three Kingdoms period. As one of the best-known Chinese historical figures throughout East Asia, Guan's true life stories have largely given way to fictionalized ones, most of which are found in the historical novel Romance of the Three Kingdoms or passed down the generations, in which his deeds and moral qualities have been lionized. Guan is respected as an epitome of loyalty and righteousness. Guan Yu was deified as early as the Sui dynasty and is still worshipped by many Chinese people today, especially in southern China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and among many overseas Chinese communities. He is a figure in Chinese folk religion, popular Confucianism, Taoism, and Chinese Buddhism, and small shrines to Guan are almost ubiquitous in traditional Chinese shops and restaurants. He is often reverently called Guangong and Guandai. His hometown Yuncheng has also named its airport after him. Physical appearance. No descriptions of Guan Yu's physical appearance exist in historical records, but his beard was mentioned in the Sangguoji. Traditionally, he is portrayed as a red-faced warrior with a long lush beard. The idea of his red face may have derived from a description of him in the first chapter of the Ming Dynasty historical novel Romance of the Three Kingdoms, where the following passage appears. Shanda took a glance at the man, who stood at a height of 9 kai, and had a 2 kai long beard. His face was of the color of azao, with red lips, his eyes were like that of a phoenix's, and his eyebrows resembled silkworms. He had a dignified aura and looked quite majestic. Alternatively, the idea of his red face could have been borrowed from opera representation, where red faces depict loyalty and righteousness. In illustrations of Romance of the Three Kingdoms, Guan Yu is traditionally depicted wearing a green robe over his body armor. Supposedly, Guan Yu's weapon was a guandao named Green Dragon Crescent Blade, which resembled a glaive and was said to weigh 82 katis. A wooden replica can be found today in the Emperor Guan Temple in Zhizhou County, Shanxi. Early life and career. Guan Yu was from Xie County, Hedong Commandery, which is in present-day Yuncheng, Shanxi. His original courtesy name was Chang Sheng. He was very interested in the Zhaojuan and could fluently recite lines from the book. He fled from his hometown after committing a serious crime and arrived in Zhuo Commandery. When the Yellow Turban Rebellion broke out in the 180s, Guan Yu and Zhang Fei joined a volunteer militia formed by Liu Bei, and they assisted a Colonel Zhou Jing in suppressing the revolt. When Liu Bei was appointed as the Chancellor of Pingyuan Commandery, Guan Yu and Zhang Fei were appointed as majors of separate command, and they commanded detachments of soldiers under Liu. The three of them shared a brotherly-like relationship, to the point of sharing the same room. Zhang Fei and Guan Yu also stood guard beside Liu Bei when he sat down at meetings. They followed him on his exploits and protected him from danger. Short service under Cao Cao. Background: Liu Bei and his men followed Cao Cao back to the imperial capital Zhou after their victory over Lu Bu at the Battle of Xiapi in 198. About a year later, in 199, Liu Bei and his followers escaped from Zhou on the pretext of helping Cao Cao lead an army to attack Yuanshu. Liu Bei went to Zhou province, killed its inspector Chaizhou, and seized control of the province. He moved to Xiaopei and left Guan Yu in charge of the provincial capital Xiapi. In 200, Cao Cao led an eastern campaign against Liu Bei, defeated the latter in battle, and retook Zhou province. Liu Bei fled to northern China and found refuge under Cao Cao's rival Yuan Shao. Guan Yu was captured by Cao Cao's forces and brought back to Zhou. Cao Cao treated Guan Yu respectfully and asked Emperor Jian to appoint Guan as a lieutenant general. Battle of Boma. Later that year, Yuan Shao sent his general Yan Liang to lead an army to attack Cao Cao's garrison at Boma, which was defended by Liu Yan. Cao Cao sent Zhang Liao and Guan Yu to lead a vanguard force to resist the enemy. In the midst of battle, Guan Yu recognized Zhang Liang's parasol, so he charged towards the latter, decapitated him and returned with Yan's head. Yuan Shao's men were unable to stop him. The siege on Boma was lifted. On Cao Cao's recommendation, Emperor Jian conferred the title of Marquis of Hanshao village on Guan Yu. Leaving Cao Cao, Cao Cao admired Guan Yu's character, but he also sensed that Guan had no intention of serving under him for long. He told Zhang Liao, "Why don't you make use of your friendship with Guan Yu to find out his objective?" When Zhang Liao asked Guan Yu, the latter replied, "I'm aware that Lord Cao treats me very generously. However, I've also received much favors from General Liu and I've sworn to follow him until I die. I cannot break my oath. I'll leave eventually, so you should help me convey my message to Lord Cao." Zhang Liao did so, and Cao Cao was further impressed with Guan Yu. The Fuzi gave a slightly different account of this incident. It stated that Zhang Liao had a dilemma on whether to convey Guan Yu's message to Cao Cao or not. If he did, Cao Cao might execute Guan Yu. If he did not, he would be failing in his service to Cao Cao. He sighed, "Lord Cao is my superior and is like a father to me. Guan Yu is like a brother to me." He eventually made his decision to tell Cao Cao. Cao Cao said, "A subject who serves the Lord but does not forget his origins is truly a man of righteousness. When do you think he will leave?" Zhang Liao replied, "Guan Yu has received favors from your excellency. He'll most probably leave after he has repaid your kindness." After Guan Yu slew Yan Liang and lifted the siege on Boma, Cao Cao knew that he would leave, so he presented Guan with even heavier rewards. Guan Yu sealed up all the gifts he received from Cao Cao, wrote a farewell letter to the latter, and headed towards Yuan Shao's territory to reunite with Liu Bei. Cao Cao's subordinates wanted to pursue Guan Yu, but Cao stopped them and said, "He's just doing his duty to his lord. There's no need to pursue him." Pei Songji commented on this as follows. Cao Cao admired Guan Yu's character even though he knew that the latter would not remain under him. He did not send his men to pursue Guan Yu when the latter left, so as to allow Guan to fulfill his loyalty. If he did not possess the magnanimity of an overlord, how would he have allowed this to happen? This was a showcase of Cao Cao's goodness. Returning to Liu Bei, when Cao Cao and Yuan Shao clashed at the Battle of Guan Yu in 200, Yuan sent Liu Bei to contact Liu Pai, a Yellow Turban rebel chief in Runan, and assist Liu Pai in attacking the imperial capital Zhu while Cao was away at Guandu. Guan Yu reunited with Liu Bei around this time. Liu Bei and Liu Pai were defeated by Cao Cao's general Cao Ren, after which Liu Bing returned to Yuan Shao. Liu Bei secretly planned to leave Yuan Shao, so he pretended to persuade Yuan to ally with Liu Biao, the governor of Jing province. Yuan Shao sent Liu Bei to contact another rebel leader, Gongdu, in Runan, where they gathered a few thousand soldiers. Cao Cao turned back and attacked Runan after scoring a decisive victory over Yuan Shao at Guandu, and he defeated Liu Bei in Runan. Liu Bei fled south and found shelter under Liu Biao, who put him in charge of Xinye at the northern border of Jing province. Guan Yu followed Liu Bei to Xinye, Battle of Red Cliffs, and after. Liu Biao died in 208 and was succeeded by his younger son, Liu Kong, who surrendered Jing province to Cao Cao when the latter started a campaign that year with the aim of wiping out opposing forces in southern China. Liu Bei evacuated Xinye together with his followers and they headed towards Xiaku. which was guarded by Liu Biao's elder son Liu Qi and was independent of Cao Cao's control. Along the journey, Liu Bei divided his party into two groups, one led by Guan Yu which would sail along the river towards Jiangling, another led by Liu Bei which would travel on land. Cao sent 5,000 elite cavalry to pursue Liu Bei and they caught up with him at Changban, Dangyang, igniting the Battle of Changban. Liu Bei managed to escape from the pursuers and reach Han Fort, where he was picked up by Guan Yu's fleet, and they sailed to Xiaku together. In 208, Liu Bei allied with Sun Quan and they defeated Cao at the decisive Battle of Red Cliffs. Cao retreated north after his defeat and left Cao Ren behind to defend Jing province. In the Battle of Jiangling, Guan Yu was sent to block Cao Ren's supply lines via infiltration, so he led a special force to attack Zhangyang, which was guarded by Cao Cao's general Yu Jin. Yu Jin defeated Guan Yu and Su Fei and drove them away. After seizing and pacifying the various commanderies in southern Jing province, Liu Bei appointed Guan Yu as the administrator of Zhangyang and general who defeats bandits, and ordered him to garrison at the north of the Yangtze River. Guan Yu later engaged Yu Jin and Wenping at Zhengkou and lost. Wenping attacked Guan Yu's equipage and supplies at Ham Fort and burnt his boats at Jingcheng, guarding Jing province. Between 212 and 215, Liu Bei started a campaign to seize control of Yi province from the provincial governor Liu Zhang. Most of Liu Bei's subordinates participated in the campaign, while Guan Yu was ordered to remain behind to guard Liu's territories in Jing province and oversee its affairs. Sun-Liu territorial dispute during that period of time. Tensions were rising at the border between Liu Bei and Sun Quan's domains in Jing province as the two allies became more suspicious of each other. After Liu Bei had taken over Yi province, Sun Quan asked him for 3 commanderies in southern Jing province but Liu refused. Sun Quan then sent his general Liu Meng to seize the 3 commanderies by force. In response, Liu Bei ordered Guan Yu to lead troops to stop Liu Meng, but Guan was deterred by Gan Ning from crossing the shallows near Yiyang to confront Sun Quan's forces. The shallows were thus named Guan Yu's Shallows. Lu Su later held talks with Guan Yu to discuss and settle the problem. Liu Bei eventually agreed to divide Jing province between his and Sun Quan's domains along the Xiang River. Both sides then withdrew their forces. Battle of Fancheng. In 219, Liu Bei emerged victorious in the Hanzhong campaign against Cao, after which he declared himself king of Hanzhong. He appointed Guan Yu as general of the vanguard and bestowed upon him a ceremonial axe. In the same year, Guan Yu led his forces to attack Cao Ren at Fan and besieged the city. Cao sent Yu Jin to lead reinforcements to help Cao Ren. It was in autumn and there were heavy showers, so the Han River overflowed. Yu Jin's 7 armies were destroyed in the flood. Yu Jin surrendered to Guan Yu while his subordinate Pang De refused and was executed by Guan. The bandits led by Liang Jie and Lu Hun received official seals from Guan Yu, so they submitted to him and became his followers. Guan Yu's fame spread throughout China. The Shuji recorded that, before Guan Yu embarked on the Fancheng campaign, he dreamt about a boar biting his foot. He told his son Guanping, "I'm growing weaker this year. I may not be able to return," belittling Sun Quan after Yu Jin's defeat. Cao contemplated relocating the imperial capital from Zhu to another place to avoid Guan Yu. But Sima Yi and Jiang Ji told him that Sun Quan would become restless when he heard of Guan Yu's victory. They suggested to Cao to ally with Sun Quan and enlist his help in hindering Guan Yu's advances, and in return, Cao would recognize the legitimacy of Sun Quan's claim over the territories in Jiangdong. In this way, the siege on Fancheng would automatically be lifted. Cao Cao heeded their suggestion. Previously, Sun Quan had sent a messenger to meet Guan Yu and propose a marriage between his son and Guan's daughter. However, Guan Yu not only rejected the proposal, but also scolded and humiliated the messenger. Sun Quan was enraged. Encounter with Zhu Huang. Cao Cao later sent Zhu Huang to lead another army to relieve Cao Ren at Fan Cheng. Zhu Huang broke Guan Yu's encirclement and routed Guan's forces on the battlefield, thus lifting the siege on Fan Cheng. Guan Yu withdrew his forces after seeing that he could not overcome the enemy. The Shuji recorded an incident about Zhu Huang meeting Guan Yu on the battlefield. Zhu Huang had a close friendship with Guan Yu. They often chatted about other things apart from military affairs. When they met again at Fan Cheng, Zhu Huang gave an order to his men. Whoever manages to take Guan Yunchang's head will be rewarded with 1,000 jin of gold. Guan Yu was shocked and he asked Zhu Huang, "Brother, what are you talking about?" Zhu Huang replied, "This is an affair of the state, losing Jing province." By then, Sun Quan had secretly agreed to the alliance with Cao Cao, and had sent his general Lu Meng and others to lead a vanguard force to invade Jing province while he followed behind with another army. At Zunyang, Lu Meng ordered his troops to hide in vessels disguised as civilian and merchant ships, and they sailed towards Jing province. Along the way, Lu Meng employed infiltration tactics to disable the watchtowers set up by Guan Yu along the river, so Guan was totally unaware of the invasion. When Guan Yu embarked on the Fancheng campaign, he left Mifang and Shiren behind to defend his key bases in Jing province, Nancomandry and Gong'er. Guan Yu had all along viewed them with contempt. During the campaign, Mifang and Shiren sent insufficient supplies to Guan Yu's army at the front line, and Guan remarked, "I'll deal with them when I return." Mifang and Shiren felt uneasy about this. When Sun Quan invaded Jing province, Lu Meng showed understanding towards Mifang and successfully induced the latter into surrendering, while Liu Fan also persuaded Shiren to give up resistance. Liu Bai's territories in Jing province fell under Sun Quan's control after the surrenders of Mifang and Shiren. Dubious accounts from the Dianlu and annotation from the Dianlu in Guan Yu's biography mentioned, when Guan Yu was besieging Fan Cheng, Sun Quan sent a messenger to Guan to offer aid, but he also instructed the messenger to slowly travel there. He then sent a registrar ahead to meet Guan Yu first. Guan Yu was unhappy that Sun Quan's offer came late because he had already captured Yu Jin by then. He scolded the messenger, "You raccoon dogs dare to behave like this. If I can conquer Fan Cheng, what makes you think I can't destroy you?" When Sun Quan heard Guan Yu's reply, he knew that Guan was disparaging him. But he wrote a letter to Guan and pretended to apologize and offer to allow Guan to pass through his territory freely. Pei Songji commented on the Dianlu account as follows: "Although Liu Bei and Sun Quan appeared to get along harmoniously, they were actually distrustful of each other. When Sun Quan later attacked Guan Yu, he dispatched his forces secretly, as mentioned in Lu Meng's biography. Elite soldiers hid in vessels disguised as civilian and merchant ships. Based on this reasoning, even if Guan Yu did not seek help from Sun Quan, the latter would not mention anything about granting Guan free passage in his territory. If they genuinely wished to help each other, why would they conceal their movements from each other?" Death. By the time Guan Yu retreated from Fan Cheng, Sun Quan's forces had occupied Jiangling and captured the families of Guan's soldiers. Lu Meng ordered his troops to treat the civilians well and ensure that they were not harmed. Most of Guan Yu's soldiers lost their fighting spirit and deserted and went back to Jing province to reunite with their families. Guan Yu knew that he had been isolated, so he withdrew to Mai Cheng and headed west to Jiang district, where his remaining men deserted him and surrendered to the enemy. Sun Quan sent Jiran and Pan Zhang to block Guan Yu's retreat route. Guan Yu, along with his son Guan Ping and subordinate Zhao Lei, were captured alive by Pan Zhang's deputy Ma Zhong in an ambush. Guan Yu and Guan Ping were later executed by Sun Quan's forces in Linju. Alternate account from the Shuji. The Shuji mentioned that Sun Quan initially wanted to keep Guan Yu alive in the hope of using Guan to help him counter Liu Bei and Cao Cao. However, his followers advised him against doing so, saying, "A wolf should not be kept as a pet as it will bring harm to the keeper." Cao Cao made a mistake when he refused to kill Guan Yu and landed himself in deep trouble, to the point of considering relocating the capital to another place. How can Guan Yu be allowed to live? Sun Quan then ordered Guan Yu's execution. Pei Songji disputed this account, as he wrote, according to the Wushu, when Sun Quan sent Pan Zhang to block Guan Yu's retreat route, Guan was executed immediately after he was captured. Linju was about 200 to 300 li away from Jiangling. So how was it possible that Guan Yu was kept alive while Sun Quan and his subjects discussed whether to kill him or not? The claim that Sun Quan wanted to keep Guan Yu alive for the purpose of using him to counter Liu Bei and Cao Cao does not make sense. It was probably used to silence wise persons. Posthumous honors. Sun Quan sent Guan Yu's head to Cao Cao, who arranged a noble's funeral for Guan and had the head properly buried with full honors. In 260, Liu Shan granted Guan Yu the posthumous title of Marquis Zhuangmo, which implied that Guan did not live up to his name in terms of his ability.